So this is a DI question and it relates to a table analysis. So a school seeks responses from 100 parents on certain actions which school intends to take, and they are tabulated on their views in terms of strongly agreeing to it, somewhat agreeing, somewhat disagreeing, and strongly disagreeing. So thereafter, the options, let's get to the options. The first option says, first of all, what is the question type? It is, we have to select can be determined if the answer to that question can be determined from the information given. Otherwise, select cannot be determined. So this is more like a DS question, wherein we have just looking at the data which has been given above. Is it sufficient to answer this question below? So the question is, did most respondents who indicated they somewhat agreed that class sizes should be reduced also indicate that they somewhat agreed that music classes should be added? So two actions which we are comparing is adding music classes and reducing class sizes. So reducing class sizes is 47%. So basically we are talking of, did most of these 47%, and we can take 47% as 47 because the number is 100 exactly. So did most of these 47 also somewhat agreed to adding music classes? Now there we have how many of them? We have 22 of them. So most of 47, we can kill the question here itself. Most of 47 means at least 24. So at least 24 of them. Do they somewhat agree? Clear-cut answer is no, because there are only 22. Even if all these 22 are part of this 47 group, still it does not make that as most of 47. So the answer is clear-cut no, and it can be determined. Now, in case we had to do it through Venn diagram, so we would take 100 parents as the circle, and another smaller circle would represent the 47 parents who somewhat agree to reducing class sizes. Now, the other 22% which we are talking of, who somewhat agree to adding music classes, could be completely away from it, or could have some overlap, or could have complete overlap. So the best case scenario is that it has complete overlap. So that is 22 of them are part of this 47. But still, does this 22 constitute most part? No, because for most, it should have been at least 24. Okay, we come down to the next question. The next question is, option is, what percentage of all respondents chose not to give an opinion about whether athletic facilities should be improved? So we are looking at this row. So we can easily add all of them, and these add up to 90%. So there is 1% who did not agree, who did not give an opinion. So this too can be determined. Finally, the third option speaks of what percentage of all respondents indicated that they strongly disagreed with all four actions. So strongly disagreed. So we are looking at this column. Now the maximum percentage which could strongly disagree with all four would be the minimum of this. So the maximum could be when you have 35% and part of 35 is this 20 and part of this 20 is 17 and this 2% is between all these four. So this is 2%. So this is the maximum. But it could just be the case that this 2% lies here. In that case, what is the overlap? It is 0%. So your answer to this question could vary from 0% to 2%. Hence, we cannot determine this answer.